Alright, back again with another one of Luke's crazy mod videos here. So, today the thing that I like to show you is LED lights in your neo-geo controller. Now, when I had my neo-geo, I wound up looking for some lights or something that I could do to make it look a little bit cooler. And I was able to come across putting the blue light inside the reset button, as well as the Universe BIOS. So I wound up doing those two things and got it back together, and I thought, wow, the system looks really cool, but the controller looks so bland. There was nothing cool about the controller. It was just all the focus was on the main part of the system. So I thought to myself, you know what, I want to try and do something cool with the controller as well. So I tried to look around, see what I could find, check the internet for different things. Couldn't find one damn thing on the controller. So I kind of took it upon myself to do something with the controller, and after a bit of trial and error and just different testing, I was able to get some blue lights in the controller. Now, the mod that I'm going to show you is probably about 4 years old now, so if anything, I'd like to use it as kind of like a base to work upon, and you can expand upon this, try something different, use some different ideas, but just wanted to give you a general idea on how I did this here. So first of all, what you need to do is just remove the back part of your Neo-Geo controller, and once you get the back off, it'll look something like this. Alright, so you have the joystick part, and then you have your push button, or your ABCD buttons, and then here you have start and select. Before we start taking this apart a little bit, there's two wires that I wound up soldering in here, and these two wires go to the positive and negative of the LEDs that I put in the buttons, or under the buttons themselves. And if you look at the front here, I have it wired to the start button. Originally, when I first did this, I wired it to the select button, but with this mod itself, what it does is when you press either select or start, it interrupts the current for a minute, so your lights go out. So if you press it once, your lights will flash, right? If you hold it down constantly, your lights will stay out. But generally, your lights will stay on. So I wanted to make it to where the lights would stay on the most, and I wanted to try and find a button that was used the least. So basically, with the way that Neo-Geo is designed, select button is used a lot more than the start button is. Select is used for pausing and unpausing. Start button is used for basically the startup screen, selecting characters or the such, just like that. And so it's not used a whole lot. So I wound up rewiring it to the start button here. But let's take this thing apart a little bit more so I can show you what else I got going on here. With the start and select button here, it puts out 5 volts, and with the LEDs that I'm using, they put out 3.7 volts. So it's enough power to run these LEDs, and as long as you have the LEDs and you have a resistor to go on it, you're okay. If you try to direct wire the LEDs to the select or start button, it'll overpower it and fry your LEDs, so make sure that you have a resistor on there. Alright, so here is what the inside looks like. Now, granted, this is an old job that I had done about 4 years ago, so it's probably not going to look the prettiest. But what I did here is I had some extra parts laying around from some old Game Gears that had wound up dying, and I took the backlight part out of those Game Gears, and the part that is in the back covering the light itself is actually pretty reflective. It's plastic, and it's kind of like a metallic plated plastic. So the reason why that I use this is because I wanted the lights themselves to reflect up under the buttons, and this way create kind of like a blue glow that surrounded the underside of the buttons. The reason why I didn't put it inside the buttons, where some people do it for the reset button on the neo-geo itself, is because I figured with a lot of people, especially with the arcades and the neo-geo controllers, you jam on the buttons really hard. And the one thing that I didn't want to happen was I didn't want the bulb to wind up burning out or breaking the contact points just because of being pressed on so hard. So what I did is I mounted the lights on an angle up underneath it, so it's still getting that glow, and it's still putting that glow up underneath here, but when you press down, it's not coming in contact with the light, and the light will stay stationary, so you don't have to worry about your light burning out too quickly. And yeah, I did that for all 4 points. Like I said, this is not the prettiest job in the world. This is just something that I wanted to do and come up with on my own and try out. So it was just all an experiment. But it's worked so far, and I haven't really changed it much after that. And wired all of the negatives and the positives together using these resistors in here as well. So the key point here is to make sure that you have the resistor connected to the positive side, and make sure that the positive side of all of these resistors is connected to just one positive wire. And I put a resistor on each one of the bulbs. I didn't want to take a chance, and I wired that up to the main wire here, the main positive wire, and then ran that all the way to the start button. Also, the negative wires, I got them all linked together, and then I got that run all the way up to the negative part. But in general, like I said, it does work. And if you check out one of my other videos, like my mod videos or the neo-geo videos that I put up, you can see what the controller looks like when it's turned on. And it doesn't look bad. It actually looks, I think, it looks a lot sharper than having a bland controller with no lights on it at all. So that's the reason why I decided to go and do this on my own, try and put lights inside the neo-geo controller. Like I said, this isn't the best job in the world, but it is original, and for others, if you decide that you want to do a light job, a mod of LEDs in your controller, I definitely recommend giving it a shot, and use this video as kind of like a base, and try and go upon that and do something a little different if you like. But like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.